Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my favorite concealers and basically ways that I like to conceal things on my face. I'm going to show you a couple extra tricks as to how I conceal things if concealer doesn't do the trick and the tools that I use to conceal. So I hope you guys enjoy. Keep watching. So I like to start off with a base with my foundation. So basically I use like a primer, or you can use foundation as your base under your concealer. If it's cream, that could work. Something I like to do is use Tarte Clean Slate Poreless. This is just a silicone primer. You can use any one you want. This is a sample that my friend Sarah got me, and it works really, really well. If you have darker skin, this is Fix and Perfect by Rimmel. It's a primer, but the thing is, it is, can you even see that? No, it's orange, and orange counteracts the blue and the purple undertones in darker skin. I use this as an all-over face primer, just a little bit though, or my face will turn orange because I'm pretty pale. But that works really, really well. Or just a silicone primer, and if you have weepy eyes, it'll stop them from weeping. That's another thing that you guys should know. And that's like what I start off with. A really good concealer for like color correction. I'll show you like a whole bunch. This is Physicians Formula Green Concealer. It's just a stick creamy concealer. It'll cover up things like redness and whatnot. The way I like to apply this for the most part is just use my finger and tap it on the area and then put like a normal skin tone, your skin tone concealer over top. Just to cover that up. Another color correction palette is by Essence. This is for the Forget It 3-in-1 concealer. And it just looks like that. So this is basically for like purple and blue undertones. This is their so-called green, which doesn't really look green, it looks kind of blue, but it still works for redness. And then this is like the beige for covering up pimples. I don't recommend the beige really for under your eyes unless you're putting it over top of the pink, because it is quite like it is rather dark. My next favorite is my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette, and this is in light, and they have a whole bunch for different skin tones. It's really great with these shades, and I like to use the really light one with the tip of my beauty blender and blend that in. There is this like pinkish shade, and I also like to put that on first if I'm looking really tired, because like I said, pink counteracts the blue and the purple. Then they have their pale yellow, which also does help with green and blue undertones. So the green would be really good for say like a pimple or whatever, so I'll put that on first, and then if I have like a pimple, I use my skin tone shade and I'll customize it. And sorry, I totally like almost flipped you guys off there. And then I'll just pat it on the area. And then it has all these really customizable shades. This one is almost dark enough that I can put it here if I want more of a natural contour, but it's totally up to you what you want to do. This is the priciest thing I'm going to show you today, and I would say it's 100% worth it, but all of these other products will suffice. I love all of the products I'm showing you right now. I just really like this one because like if you're going traveling, grab one concealer, ba-bam, you're done. But another concealer that I'm obsessed with, you can get this on eBay, you can get this on Amazon, you can get this at some stores because some stores still sell it. It was discontinued, but I've seen it a million times at Walmart. This is the Mineral Power Concealer by Maybelline. I'll get a new one soon because it's kind of mangled, but this is like the brightest concealer ever. Take it, dab it in. I'm just going to go like this so I can show you. But it's very, very brightening, and it's a liquid concealer. And I like the doe foot applicator. I just wish mine wasn't so mangled because every time I poke myself under the eye it hurts. But it's definitely something that I would put in a V to try to brighten up this area. Dab it in with your finger, or you can use one of these little triangle sponges and just get right on in there. Look up when you're doing it though, because that will help it not set into the fine lines. Another concealer that I'm loving is this Essence Stay All Day 16-Hour Wear Long Lasting Concealer. Mine's in the color Natural Beige. It's definitely not beige, it's like an ivory shade, but I like to put that in a triangle and get right underneath the lash line with this tiny little doe foot applicator that it has, and just get right underneath and then blend it in with my finger. Usually like I like to use my pinky under here because this stuff doesn't crease. That's the best part about this, is it doesn't crease, because a lot of concealers do crease and you have to set it with powder. Oh my god, this is like the best thing ever because it doesn't crease. The thing that I know everyone raves about is this Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline in light pale, and it's kind of gross looking because it gets all up in here. Excuse me. And the thing that I like about this though is the little applicator. You just woo 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 and then do like the V, and you can do all down here and highlight and all that stuff, but I can do another video on that if you want highlighting with concealer. Mine is in the color light, but there is one for like neutralizing, there's one for radiance, there's a whole bunch. And then you can put it like underneath here too, so right along here is where a lot of people get very dark. I put mine in the corners because I have random dark patches right here, so I keep looking over in my mirror because I don't know if viewfinders, so I have to look in the mirror to see what the heck I'm doing and make sure I'm in frame. But this is really good. It has crazy coverage and it does not cake up, which is very nice. Some concealers do cake up. Everything I'm showing you, to me, does not cake up unless you pile it on like crazy. So this is the Essence Cover Stick, and it is awesome. Mine is in the shade Matte Sand. Just looks like this. This would be more for pimples because it's such a dry formula that when you rub it in, I like to rub it in with my finger like this. Pat it in, and then go around the area just to make sure that you got the spot, because when you have a pimple, you want to make sure you get it from all directions. Another thing that I learned from Candy Johnson is you take it, you dab it into the concealer, and you literally go at all different angles to get the actual bump itself, because it's three-dimensional, so you want to hide the bump that's being created. One of my favorite concealers ever, I have two. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer. I have one in light, which is really good for pimples. It covers anything. I covered my girlfriend's tattoo with it because she was going for a job interview. So I was like, hey, let's cover up your tattoo because you're not supposed to have them there. So I just went at it, did like 5 layers, and boom, that colorful tattoo was gone. Alright, so this is just a synthetic concealer brush, and this is from e.l.f. There's tons out there, and I like to get this stuff on there and make a V, and then go right here, and then pat it all in, and then take any kind of sponge and just press it in, because that's what's going to set it. When you look up, it'll make the lines go away, so definitely look up when you're setting it. Yeah, definitely the ultralight is like beyond light. They have a medium light, dark light, whatever you want to call it. They have tons of shades, so definitely really nice that they brought out all these new shades. I got a sample of this because I ran out of my other one. This is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and it's just in my little jar right now. I'm in NC15. It's just a liquid concealer, and this stuff will stay on forever. Something I actually want to tell you about this is if you have like a little brush like this, or like a stippling brush or whatever, and you don't want to wear like really foundation, I guess you could say, you could just take the smallest little amount, like literally like this much, dab it all around and put it all over your face, and your face is going to last all day, especially in the summer. That's what one of my friends at MAC does, and she says that she'll never ever go back in the summer to anything else because MAC Pro Longwear stays for so long. And the nicest thing is that it doesn't cake up. And another thing, if you want to make it less thick, just put some moisturizer in it. That's the Simple Moisturizer, and it'll just turn into basically like a tinted moisturizer with a lot of coverage. So that's really good for pimples. It'll cover anything and everything. So I definitely am going to get 2 shades of that so I can cover up anything that happens on my face. My skin's been pretty good, but I tried this stuff that I'm actually going to review soon that a company gave to me, and I don't know if that's what it is. I think it's breaking me out because I got some pimples up in here. Something that I really like is this MAC Studio Fix powder for after concealing, because I like to set my powder with my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder with a sponge, and then if anything I need to cover up, I have this e.l.f. small smudge brush, and I take my Studio Fix by MAC, right? Get a little bit on it. So, okay, I have this bad boy up here, and I like to just get right in the center of it and tap. Now, I don't know if you guys remember from back when I had like huge amounts of acne on my face, I would take this brush, and I have tons of these. These are just flat shader brushes. They're eyeshadow brushes, but I use them for that. You would dab it into the powder itself and just go over larger areas that you need to conceal, and you can also go under your eyes with this. If you want a lighter application, you can use this, but since it's a powder foundation, it's going to really stay on there, and it's gonna kind of get rid of that little fleshy bit that you don't want anyone to see, like, you know, when you pop a pimple and then there's like a little fleshy bit. Well, that will help conceal that. Another thing I really suggest is setting your face with some sort of setting spray, water, whatever you want to do. Set your face with water and do it throughout the day if you have a little travel bottle, because this will keep your makeup looking fresh, and all that concealer that you have put on, it'll make it look so much better. Because the thing is with concealer is, since a lot of the formulas are very stiff, if you will, or drying, it'll look kind of gross throughout the day and look like you have little dots all over the place. So you want to eliminate that. Spraying your face with water keeps the hydration going. And also another thing that you can do, this kind of sounds weird, but just go like this if you can, if you don't have much to cover up on your face, because this keeps the blood flowing in your skin, which means that you won't get darkness under your eyes as much. So I've heard that this helps, or this is another thing you can do. Keeps the blood going in your face and makes sure that you're not all dark in one spot, because if you don't sleep, you are going to have black circles under your eyes. And I swear, I don't sleep very much. Like, I have such issues sleeping. I have been prescribed pills to sleep because I can't ever sleep. But another thing to just prevent under eye circles is sleeping. And if you have really serious issues sleeping, there's this stuff called NyQuil, but NyQuil has a sleeping version of it. I don't suggest taking it every night, but if you really got a conk, that stuff will put you out for like 14 hours. Oh, I'll tell you, I love that stuff. Okay, so Delaney's here, so she's just gonna sit there while I finish. But this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation, and this has sparkling particles in it. So if you want to put this just around here, it'll also brighten up the area. That's a really helpful thing that you can do. But definitely, I really recommend this foundation in general just because it makes your face look really luminous. So if you guys want to like tips for luminous skin video, please let me know because I know I get that requested actually quite a bit, so maybe I should get on that. But so far, that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to go chill with my friend now because we're going to have a sleepover. So if you did like the video, please subscribe and also comment down below and tell me what you thought. I'll see you guys later. Bye.